everyone, welcome to another episode of Fit Friday. Today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to focus on 6 moves that will strengthen and stabilize your core. So whenever we say core, that often gets confused, or people just say, oh sure, I need to strengthen my core, but you don't really think about what that means. What are your core muscles? Well, when I work core with my clients, we work everything in this midsection, okay? That includes our shoulders, it includes our glutes, basically everything but the limbs I'm going to be focusing on trying to strengthen because that midsection is really where we help balance and stabilize ourselves. It's very important to focus on that core and posture, okay? So next time you hear core, I don't want you just thinking abdominals. I don't want you thinking six-pack abs. They are involved, but they're not the only things that make up our core, okay? So I'm going to go through 6 movements today that you can do anywhere. You can do them from your chair. You can do them before you go to bed, after you get out of bed, in between commercial breaks, whatever you need, and it will help make you feel more balanced and stabilized over time, okay? So the first move is going to be an overhead raise. Now this focuses on the muscles of the shoulder, specifically these front muscles of the shoulder, okay? So you can hold onto an object, maybe it's a band, maybe it's not, maybe you just have your arms out in front of you, that's fine. And you're just gonna lift them up overhead. With this movement, it's very easy to wanna creep those shoulders up. Yeah, no, not what we want. We wanna keep them down because we're controlling the movement. We're not letting any other muscles try to take over and take credit for this work. Yeah, those front delts right here, those are gonna get all the credit. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out. It's move number 1 that focuses on those shoulder muscles, okay? Move number 2, we're gonna get into some twisting motion, using those muscles in our abdominals that help us twist. So to do this, you know, I'm used to having you do just a basic abdominal twist. I'm gonna challenge you a little bit today. Okay, I want you to hold on to that band and wad it up in a ball if you want to, or not at all. You don't have to hold it. And we're going to sit tall, and we are going to twist, but I want you to dig out next to you and then to the other side. So almost like we're trying to row a boat. You're pushing against water, trying to propel yourself forward. Maybe you want to hold this band like you would a kayak paddle. A double-ended paddle. Good. Still breathing, still talking through it, but you're still bracing that midsection, bracing those abdominals. How we feeling? I can hear you through the phone that you're ready for the next exercise. Just give me 2 more each side. Great. Okay, so that's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, this one is going to be a seated crunch, but the good news is I'm not going to make you lean back or come back up forward. All that we're going to do is be driving our elbows down and bringing the knees in. So we're going to do this one leg at a time. So this is what it looks like. Arms come up, okay? We drive the elbows down, bringing one knee in, back up. Good. So we're getting a crunch here, bringing the elbows to knee, but we're not having to get on the ground. We're not having to lean backwards and try to propel ourselves forward. We're simply using those muscles, those abdominals, to crunch knee to elbow. Good. If you feel like you need more of an advanced movement, you do have the option to try to do both. I don't think that you're going to be able to get too far. I at least struggle with that. But that might cause some lower back pain, specifically if your core isn't as strong, so feel free to keep it right here. Good. 1 more. Good. Shake it out. Okay, our next movement, gonna focus on some of my favorite muscles, the muscles between the shoulder blades. So to do that, we're gonna do our basic movement that we do almost every Fit Friday. Arms are coming forward, we're driving the elbows back, back forward, they release. Good. So you're really squeezing those shoulder blades together, trying to keep your shoulders down. We don't want them to rise up, we want them down. If it's not comfortable for you to have your arms out, that's fine. You can even have them on your hips and just squeeze the shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Okay, the next movement is going to get into those twisting movements again, and it's really going to help us stabilize up top. So you're going to need a visual aid for this. I recommend a resistance band. If you have a line on your floor or something, that works as well. Put a piece of tape. You can even put a dumbbell, a bottle of water, whatever, down on the floor. So I'm going to put it like a line in between my 2 feet. Okay, so I've got it there. I'm going to put both my feet on one side and together. Okay, now if you have a chair with arms, it might be a little more difficult to do this. So you can hold on to the front of the chair or onto the arms, okay? You're going to stabilize that core. You're bracing those abdominals, sitting tall, shoulders are down. You need to hold on to the sides you can. And we're going to lift the knees up and over to the other side. So you're lifting them up and over that band, that water bottle, that paper towel, that pencil, whatever you got. Good. Now, you might be looking at me saying, Alyssa, you're crazy. I'm not feeling 2 legs at once. That's fine. We can do 1 leg at once. Good. 1 leg at a time. Whatever level you're at. Okay? Pick it up, twisting, bracing through that midsection. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to start. I hope that you're feeling warm because I certainly am. That was exercise number 5. So now we have our last exercise. Exercise number 6 is a stand-up sit-down. So I could almost hear the groans from you whenever I said that. It is one of the least favorite exercises, but it's very important because guess what? It's something we do every single day, right? We stand up, we sit down, whether we're getting up to go to bed, whether we're getting out of our bed, we are standing up and sitting down, okay? So we're gonna practice it, and we're gonna practice doing it correctly and mindfully. So the first step is to remove that object from the floor that we just set down, okay? Next step is to think about your safety here. What do you need? Do you need a walker in front of you? Do you need a dresser next to you, a chair next to you? Do you need to adjust where your chair is in space so that you can be safe? Okay, we're gonna create a strong base here. Try not to bring those feet underneath you. That's what happens when people wanna stand up. I want them nice and strong right here. And if that means that for this exercise, this is what I'm seeing, I'm okay with that as long as you're doing it with good posture, a smile on your face, maybe after, and a good attitude, okay? So what this is gonna look like, I'm gonna show you one first. You're gonna stand up and back down, okay? If you have a caregiver with you and they need to spot you for this, cool, that's fine. Everyone's gonna be at their own level. This is the first time that we've demonstrated this through the videos, so I really want you to be safe and mindful of what's best for you, okay? So maybe your hands are on your hips, maybe they're on your walker. Good. Come up and down. Maybe you're pushing off of a chair. Now, be mindful here when you come up to the top. I want you to squeeze those booty muscles. We're standing up. We're squeezing the booty muscles. They're part of the core too. They help keep us upright. Good. You need to hold on to something next to you. Go ahead. Give me 2 more at your own pace. Coming down with control. Good. And join me back seated when you're done. So hopefully that felt great. There were a couple of new exercises in there that we haven't done before, so I really encourage you to practice it. If you want to do this video once more, go through each of those exercises one more time, you'll feel more confident with them and maybe be able to feel your muscles working a little bit more because you're used to that instruction now. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, a little bit of educational piece to it as far as what core is, and you learned 6 new moves that you can do anywhere. So feel free to give us some feedback on maybe what you'd like to learn about in the future, and I'll see you next week.